The history of snowboarding arguably dates back over 400 years to the Kakar Mountains. There, Turkish villagers used to rip it up on wooden boards in order to get around in the deep snow. Shortly afterwards, the faceplant was invented. Faceplanting technology took a giant leap forward in the 60s, when a guy called Sherman Poppen stuck two skis together and tied a rope to the front, inventing the snurfer, snow plus surfer, and marketing it to children. The snurfer taught millions of children on slopes all over the world how to eat snow. By the 80s, however, people had grown weary of the taste of snow, and Jake Burton refined the design, enabling more ease of movement and control, creating what we now know as the snowboard. Snowboarding was frowned upon by traditional skiers, and in the 80s in the US, only 39 out of 600 ski resorts allowed snowboarders to use their facilities, mainly because the insurance didn't cover it. The majority of insurance claims coming not from the snowboarders themselves, but countless skiers cleaned up by errant snowboarders. The snowboard's wide design and non-quick release straps proving to be an effective tool in mowing down not just one, but an entire family of unsuspecting skiers in a single step. Despite the carnage and dramatic rise in insurance claims that ensued, snowboarding grew in popularity until 1998, when it made its official Olympic debut. At the Sochi Winter Olympics, there will be 4 event formats for snowboarding. Parallel slalom and parallel giant slalom involves 2 riders racing down the same slope on 2 parallel courses, outlined with gates and triangular flags, blue on the left course and red on the right course. The difference between events is with regard to the distance between each of the gates. In parallel giant slalom, the gates are spaced much further than parallel slalom, allowing for much faster speeds. All parallel finals heats consist of 2 runs. The competitors change courses for the second run. The loser of the first run starts with a time delay, which corresponds to his or her time behind the winner of the first run. Winning riders advance through the heats to the finals and finally the medal rounds. Snowboard Cross. Snowboard Cross is similar to ski cross in that it was inspired by motocross and BMX, only using a snowboard. Snowboard Cross consists of several rounds of knockout competition, in which groups of riders race each other around a course, with the top place getters in each round qualifying for the next round until they reach the medal rounds. Snowboard Halfpipe. Halfpipe events are conducted in a giant man-made 22-foot deep pipe carved into the snow. One competitor at a time performs a routine of acrobatic jumps, flips, twists and other manoeuvres in a halfpipe. The athletes are judged on overall impression, which takes into account their takeoffs, the height they reach above the top of the pipe, and difficulty of their tricks. There are 3 phases of the competition: the heats, semi-final and the final, which ultimately determines the medalists. In each phase, competitors get 2 runs, with their top score being used to determine their overall standing. Snowboard Slopestyle. Slopestyle courses feature rails, jibs, hips and a variety of jumps, allowing riders to combine big air and technical tricks into one run. Competitors are scored on overall impression, which takes into account execution, technical difficulty, style, variety and use of course features. The biggest trick ever is a triple cork 1440. There are 3 phases of the competition: qualification, semi-final and final, with athletes taking 2 runs in each phase, with the highest scoring run being counted.